Welcome fellow explorers and knowledge seekers to Beyond Boundaries, where we dare to venture into the realms of the extraordinary and contemplate the what-ifs that ignite our curiosity. Today, we embark on a captivating expedition to a world where maps unfurl with unfamiliar edges, a world where the very ground beneath our feet defies the curvature we take for granted, a flat Earth. Fasten your seatbelts and prepare to suspend your disbelief as we delve into this mind-bending thought experiment, exploring the profound and often perplexing implications of a world without curves. In this reimagined world, the familiar north, south, east, and west we rely on for direction take on a whole new meaning. Imagine a world where compasses, our trusted guides for millennia, spin aimlessly, their magnetic north rendered meaningless. Forget circumnavigating the globe. Exploration would mean venturing ever outward, pushing the boundaries of a seemingly infinite plane. Cartographers, those masters of maps, would face the daunting task of charting a world without the familiar curvature of the Earth. Longitudes and latitudes, the very coordinates that underpin our understanding of location, would need a complete overhaul. Distances between continents, once determined by the curvature of the Earth, would become linear, potentially vastly different from what we know. Imagine the implications for travel and trade, with journeys stretching across unimaginable distances. And what of time zones, intricately linked to the Earth's rotation? Would they cease to exist, replaced by a single, unified time for all? Gravity, the invisible force that holds us to the Earth and governs the motion of celestial bodies, would be the ultimate enigma in a flat Earth scenario. How would gravity function on a flat plane? Would it pull uniformly downward, or would it vary in strength and direction? The very structure of a flat Earth would be a marvel of physics-defying proportions. What forces would prevent it from collapsing in on itself? And what about the Earth's rotation? On a spherical Earth, rotation is responsible for day and night, but on a flat Earth, this fundamental concept would require a completely different explanation. The motion of celestial bodies, from the sun and moon to the stars, would be a celestial ballet unlike anything we can comprehend. How would their movements across the sky be explained in a geocentric model, where the Earth is the center of the universe? Imagine a world where the familiar patterns of wind currents and jet streams, shaped by the Earth's curvature, are thrown into disarray. How would weather systems form and evolve on a flat Earth? Would we experience the same dramatic variations in climate and seasons? The Coriolis effect, a phenomenon caused by the Earth's rotation, plays a crucial role in the formation of hurricanes and cyclones. In a flat Earth scenario, the absence of this effect would have profound implications for these powerful storms. Imagine a world where hurricanes, those swirling behemoths of wind and rain, become even more unpredictable and potentially more destructive. And what of the delicate balance of our atmosphere? Would a flat Earth be able to retain its atmosphere, or would the lack of gravity's pull cause it to dissipate into space? The consequences for life on Earth as we know it would be catastrophic. Our understanding of the cosmos, shaped by centuries of astronomical observations and space exploration, would be fundamentally challenged in a flat Earth model. How would we explain the phases of the moon, the eclipses that grace our skies, or the retrograde motion of planets? Space travel as we know it would be rendered impossible. Orbits, a consequence of gravity and the curvature of space-time, would cease to exist. Imagine the implications for our dreams of exploring other planets and venturing beyond our terrestrial confines. Satellites, those silent sentinels that orbit our planet, providing communication, navigation, and Earth observation data, would be grounded, their functionality rendered moot. Our ability to communicate globally, to predict weather patterns, and to monitor our environment would be severely hampered. And what of our understanding of the universe's origins? The Big Bang Theory, with its elegant explanation of an expanding universe, would need a complete overhaul. Living on a flat Earth would require a complete reimagining of our technological and engineering capabilities. Structures like bridges, skyscrapers, and even houses, designed with the Earth's curvature in mind, would need to be rethought from the ground up. Transportation systems, from roads and railways to air travel, would need to adapt to the unique challenges of a flat Earth. Imagine planes flying in straight lines, their flight paths no longer dictated by the curvature of the Earth. Energy production and distribution would also require innovative solutions. Solar panels, optimized for the angle of the sun's rays on a spherical Earth, would need to be redesigned. And what of our reliance on GPS, a system that relies on a network of satellites orbiting a spherical Earth? Navigation would become a fascinating challenge, perhaps harking back to the days of celestial navigation and the use of sextants. The belief in a flat Earth has persisted throughout history, often intertwined with religious and cultural beliefs. How would our understanding of history have unfolded if the Earth were indeed flat? Ancient civilizations, from the Egyptians to the Greeks, developed sophisticated cosmologies based on a geocentric view of the universe. How would these models have evolved in a flat Earth scenario? Religious texts and scriptures, often interpreted through the lens of a spherical Earth, would take on new meanings. The stories, myths, and legends that have shaped our cultural identities might have unfolded quite differently on a flat Earth. Imagine the impact on art, literature, and music as creative minds grapple with the implications of a world without curves. The very notion of exploration and discovery, so deeply ingrained in the human spirit, would take on a whole new meaning in a world where the edges of the Earth are not so much a boundary as a tantalizing mystery. The political and social landscape of a flat Earth would be as intriguing as its physical geography. Would nations as we know them even exist, or would the concept of territory need to be redefined? Borders, often drawn along natural features like rivers and mountain ranges, would take on a whole new meaning in a world without the familiar contours of a globe. Governance systems, from local councils to international organizations, would need to adapt to the unique challenges of a flat Earth. Imagine the complexities of international relations, trade agreements, and global cooperation in a world where the very notion of distance and proximity is fundamentally different. And what of the social fabric of society? Would the belief in a flat Earth unite people under a common worldview, or would it lead to divisions and conflicts? The potential for new ideologies, belief systems, and social movements to emerge in a flat Earth society is both fascinating and perhaps a little unsettling. As we conclude our exploration of a flat Earth, we're reminded that even the most unconventional ideas can spark our imaginations and challenge our assumptions about the universe. While the scientific evidence overwhelmingly supports a spherical Earth, the concept of a flat Earth serves as a powerful reminder to approach the world with a healthy dose of curiosity and a willingness to question what we think we know. If you found this journey through the hypothetical both entertaining and thought-provoking, be sure to give this video a thumbs up, share it with your fellow explorers, and subscribe to Beyond Boundaries for more mind-bending adventures into the realm of what-ifs. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and never stop pushing the boundaries of your own understanding.